After months of trying to get teams to support an Andretti Global F1 entry, only to be met with most outfits saying that not enough value would be brought to the championship, a General Motors partnership has been announced under the Cadillac name after the announcement that the FIA are ready to open the door to new teams. Since the announcement of the entry bid, there have been accusations that Formula One is running its championship like a cartel. A groundswell of opposition from the current F1 teams who want to raise the amount to enter, and Michael Andretti himself accusing those teams of being greedy. With so many developments, the race's journalists have weighed in on what we've learned, how it might impact the bid, and what needs to happen for any progress to be made in what appears to have developed into a very public standoff. Want to know about it in detail? Well, stay tuned till the end. Hello everyone. Welcome back to the channel. In this video, we will talk about why so much opposition to the Andretti Cadillac team bid in Formula One. Meanwhile, subscribe to this channel and press the bell icon. That being done, let's start. It appears that to be an ideal entry, given F1's popularity in the American market and its preference for major OEMs joining the grid. Andretti stated to the media, one of the most important questions was, what does Andretti bring to the party? Well, we're bringing General Motors and Cadillac, two of the biggest manufacturers in the world, with us now. However, F1 responded with a message that was rather cryptic. At the moment, there is a lot of interest in the Formula One project, and some conversations are still going on, but aren't as visible as others. Any new entrant will be evaluated based on criteria to meet those objectives by all the relevant stakeholders. We all want to ensure that the championship remains credible and stable. The F1 and the FIA must agree on any request for a new entrant. This prompted the president of the governing body to respond that he found it surprising that there was an adverse reaction to the Andretti/Cadillac entry bid, further escalating the disagreement that exists between the FOAM and the FIA regarding the subject. However, when a brand new team joins the grid, many different factors come into play. So the picture the FIA president seems to be painting is not as clear-cut as it appears. In the most recent F1 Concord Agreement, which was signed in 2021, a clause said that any new team would have to pay a $200 million dilution fund to make up for the team's lost revenue. This was because the prize money would be split 11 ways instead of 10 ways, so the teams would lose 1/10 of their income. At the time, it was thought that the $20 million payment to each team would cover losses for the next few seasons. However, due to the sport's rapid growth and revenue from commercial rights, that amount is considered insufficient to cover losses for a few years. Additionally, there are reports that teams are expected to reach $1 billion in franchise value, leading many in the paddock to believe that the dilution fee should be significantly increased in the subsequent Concord Agreement. Red Bull supervisor Christian Horner told Motorsport.com back in May 2022, "In motorsports, the Andretti name is unquestionably a prominent one. However, the Concord Agreement contains specific requirements that must be met and approved. That agreement is there to protect the 10 incumbent teams, not to weaken that," the statement reads. Additionally, Toto Wolff stated in an interview with Motorsport.com, Andretti is a name that's for sure and the American market is important. However, each addition to a team must be accretive or add value. In addition to paying the $200 million entry fee, it must, in my opinion, demonstrate what it can do for other teams, Formula One, and the FIA. The sport will only flourish then. Redistributing franchises is not the goal. That's not how it should be, and it's not the intention of F1 and the FIA either. We are the absolute pinnacle. This is the Champions League or the NFL. However, if a genuine brand with good people joins, you'll need more than just the $200 million, probably $1 billion, if you want to play for this club right away. Therefore, why not? Liberty Media and the current 10 teams are advocating for a franchise model for Formula One, which would maximize everyone's share of an expanding prize fund as the sport continues to grow, in an effort to maintain their improving financial circumstances. This means that any new team must provide enough benefits to compensate for the loss of commercial rights revenue caused by having an 11th team. This was one of Andretti's biggest challenges because, despite its size in the United States, a crucial market for Formula One. It lacks Audi's global reach. That should be avoided by forming a joint venture under the Cadillac name with General Motors, the largest automaker in the United States. However, unlike Audi, which acquired Sauber and is investing in its own engine technology, this will not be a complete works entry. It became abundantly clear after the Andretti or Cadillac announcement that there would not be complete engine chassis collaboration. They would instead look at a power unit supply deal, probably with Renault in the medium term. Honda has also been mentioned as a possible supplier if they decide to return to the sport in 2026, though the first option is more likely. Mark Greaves, president of GM, issued the following somewhat prudent statement. To begin, we have a signed agreement with a power unit supply. And as we proceed, we also bring a lot of our expertise to the creation of future-oriented products. However, it is comparable to the Alfa Romeo-Sauber partnership, which is essentially a sponsorship agreement and a great way for manufacturers to get their names on the grid to many F1 enthusiasts. When you can spend a few $1,000,000 and avoid the enormous task of producing your own power unit, why spend billions? According to a motorsport.com article, there is talk of a push for the rules to be changed to make it harder for power units to be rebadged in the future. It is thought that some of the paddock members were offended by the incident. Toto Wolff stated in an interview with the same publication last year, "The majority of the 10 teams in Formula One have shown commitment to the sport and have contributed more than a few $1 billion to the sport over the course of many years, contributing to its success. Each team has a distinct DNA. That's also what made Formula One what it is today. Everyone is free to pitch that to the FIA if someone new wants to come in. Then the FIA and F1 need to realize how innovative that team can be for our company, which hasn't happened yet. It is evidently a very different game when a team comes in with an OEM and declares that this is what we want to do, and will bring up a variety of considerations. Teams are entitled to make this point, and a rule change that would prohibit engine rebadging sponsorship deals would require large manufacturers to fully commit in terms of technology and resources if they wish to join F1's ranks. Numerous sources, including motorsport.com, claim that rival teams are dissatisfied with Andretti's very loud and public ploy to get a spot on the grid, especially when other potential competitors have done it in a much quieter, less public way. Only Renault and McLaren signed Andretti's attempts to get teams to sign a letter of support for an entry at the Miami Grand Prix last year, and his ongoing push through the media and Mohammed Ben Sulayem has not been well received. According to the race, only Alpine is believed to have indicated to the FIA that they would not support expanding the grid for Andretti or Cadillac. As previously stated, Renault is believed to be the manufacturer that will be providing the team with its power units. This is now believed to be the case. The fact that Andretti has upset a lot of people in Formula One complicates an already complicated attempt to get on the grid. However, it is likely that we will continue to hear from F1, the FIA, and Andretti in the coming months before anything concrete is made public. So what are your thoughts on this? Let us know in the comments below. And that's all for the day, guys. If you found this video interesting, make sure to hit the like button. Also, subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon to never miss an update from us. Thank you for watching. We'll see you at the next one. Until then, peace.